Welcome. Hi. Let's get started in all fours.
Okay.
So shoulders directly over wrists, walk the knees back behind the hips, and then call your awareness, your attention to the back of your heart. We start there to set the primary curve. And imagine a fullness of brightness and an orb in the center of your heart, and then radiate out from the chest all the way up to the ceiling, and then pressed out east and west. Straighten through the arms and feel a push of the upper arms forward as you draw the hip creases back, lengthening through the belly and allowing the belly to drop down towards the earth. Actively squeeze inner ankles towards one another, and then widen through the knees. Keep all this engagement, tuck your toes, crouching cat. In your cat, make yourself at home and feel the surface of the mat underneath your toes, underneath your hands. Some rolls forward to back, bend one knee, extend the other, maybe shift hips to one side. And then stillness. Twist a cat to the right, dome right hand. From the lift of the right ribs, the right hand floats away from the earth. Push the knees forward, allow the hip creases to extend away from the toes. And return to center, crouching cat. Opposite side, shift toes to the left, heels to the right, and then arc side ribs high. Right ear makes its way closer towards right shoulder. Your gaze is working towards the front of the mat. Crouching cat. And pulse. Using the energy in the legs to move the prana from feet to hips all the way through the heart. Mindfully walk your fingertips back to your toes for a deep squat. And slowly make your way to rise, earth pose. The heart stays full as you feel the softness of the feet into the earth. Soft bend to both knees, ecstasy arms. Rise on the fullness of your breath. Inhale, rise high. Exhale, arc over to the right. Think of the ribs lifting each pulse. Knees come forward, hip creases softening back. And return to center. Rise high. Exhale, arc over opposite side. Fingertips into the back of the head. Keep the back body full. And there's an expanse through the rib cage. Knees energetically narrowing in, so there's space through the sacrum. Inhale back to center. Push forward 2 seeds. Yeah. And we'll go open leg to the right side. There you go. Shift weight. Lift the opposite leg, but keeping the toes softened and front ankle hollowed. Yeah, push the knees forward and sit back generously. Yeah, pulses always encouraged. Maybe even a bicycle with the lifted foot. Drawing heel towards glute. Take one more rotation. Mindfully lower right foot to earth. Pulse in between. And the opposite side. Shift, float, left heel. And then arc side body as you sit back deeply. And the sitting back gives you an opportunity for the glutes to become more engaged, more involved. And pulse and or bicycle. Encouraging freedom of movement through the hips. Last one. Left foot to earth. Make your way to crouching cat. Walk the belly low. We'll twist to the right. Dig, drag, lift right foot. Option, bring right hand to right thigh. Encouraging right hand to push into leg, leg back into hand, and then arcing the ribs high, creating a slight rotation opportunity to lift the heart up towards the sky. Mindfully return, keeping the glutes lifted. Crouching cat. Pulse. Opposite side. Toes to the left. Left ribs open. Dig, drag, lift. Top leg. Knee encourages coming closer to belly. Heart opening to the sky. Yeah, left hand, left thigh. And pushing the glutes back and wide. Heart lifted, rising high. And crouching cat. Twist to the right. Lift top leg, right leg rises. Back cat, right toes to the earth. Option for ecstasy. And shift and pulse. Pounce and move. And step back over crouching cat. And twist to the left. Dig, drag, lift left leg. And back cat, left toes mindfully make their way to the ground with precision. Ecstasy, left hand to the side of the head. Hollow out the right armpit, drawing it up towards the sky, giving a sensation of rise through the back body, and spinning, lifting. And with each pulse, the hip creases soften, glutes working towards the earth. And come back up and over, crouching cat. Step the feet wide in preparation for frog hops. Float the heels, encouraging the shoulders to come towards the wrists, and then leading with the glutes. The knees come closer to belly. And the moment the feet leave the earth, there's an activation, a drawing of the feet energetically down and heels pulling towards glutes. Finding a bit of bounce, a bit of stay, and feeling the float. Nice. Walk your fingertips back towards your thighs, deep squat. Slowly come up to rise. Recovery pose. And staying in the system of bowspring even when you're resting. So the shape doesn't change whether you're active or resting. Low globe. Shift your weight to the left, lift your right leg, keeping the right thigh forward of the right hip crease. Hinge at the hips and extend your hands forward as an offering, elbows broad, keeping the back heart full. Two seeds extend out in front. Energetically push down but lift up through the heart. And slowly tip forward, two seeds plant to the ground. Dome to spring hand, hitch kicks. We'll shift from one side to the other. Knees low, hips high. And there's almost a tick-tocking action of the hips, tilting from one side. The hips precede the feet. Last one. Pull both feet on the earth. Walk fingertips to feet, deep squat. Slowly rise. Low globe. Opposite side, shift right, left, left. Heart forward as you tilt. And extend the reach, push two arms forward. Feel the engagement from the fingertips to palms as the heart lifts. And slowly tip down towards the ground. Seeds to the earth. dome to spring hand, hitch kicks opposite side. Note the mindfulness and control as the feet softly make contact with the ground. Last one. Feet to the earth. All fours. And seated recovery. And slowly bring your hands together at your heart. And as you press your hands into one another, create a sensation of rise through the center channel from sacrum to crown. And that same expanse that you had at the beginning of class as we end our time. Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah.